All right, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachakorash, the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim. Walk, walking, learning, teaching in truth and sincerity. All right, so hey, I'm on the gig, so I ain't going to be able to make this as long as I would like. But basically just doing some pondering, and this one's going to be a little bit longer of a read. Just dealing with the fact that, the time period that we're coming into, that two-letter word, no, is going to be very powerful. All right, saying no to that jab, saying no to the eventual mark when it's fully implemented, saying no and denying this man double E to his face. All right, do you realize what situations that's going to put you in? And you need to, if you ain't been contemplating about that or thinking about that, you should do so. All right, so hey, if you're not ready to go through these trials and tribulations, pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for more faith, y'all. All right, because the times that we're about to step into, telling these motherfuckers no might result in a gun in your face. Telling these motherfuckers no might result in you losing your job, not no longer being able to make your rent payments, your car payments. All right, saying no may mean your kids can't go to school no more. Now CPS gets sent to you. All right, this is the real deal. What the time period that we're stepping into. One of the stories, one of the main ones, I was going to be going out of 2nd Maccabees, because here it is. You had the elder man Eleazar. He was willing to die over not eating pork, y'all. And our people have forgotten how serious this truth is supposed to be to us. How serious the law, statutes, and commandments and the grace that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai that they have given us. We're supposed to be willing to drop dead for it at any point in time, regardless of the situation or the circumstance. And our people have forgotten it. Motherfuckers, our people now look at us, why didn't he just eat the pork? He should have just ate the pork. They'd let him live. All right. That's the niggas logic. Our people are so far removed. All right, we're gonna be starting at 2nd Maccabees chapter 6. I'm probably gonna read all the way through it, because I just want to. I'm going to be getting other scriptures, of course, but I just want to express it. Now, we're going to be starting at, this is going to be 2nd Maccabees chapter 6, verse 18. It says, Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man, and of well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth, and came of his own accord to the torment. So here it is, this lets you know that this was a righteous man. He was a well-favored man, even towards the heathen that were them Greeks, the Edomites that was doing him greasy. Even they knew he was an upright man. All right, and they tried to put that pork in him, and he spat it out and was willing to go to the torture, y'all. Let me see. This is the time period that we're stepping into. You got to be willing to suffer for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, has that clicked in your head yet? This is more than, not shit talking anybody, but just saying, we're about to step off of, right now, we go out on the highways and byways, we salute each other, through the comment boards. We're about to leave that time period of regular life. We're about to step into the end game. All right, whenever you ever play a video game, the final level is usually the most hardcore level. Everything that you've learned from the first level up until now has to be applied. Every move you learn, every item you done got and crafted, has to be applied now. And that's what this truth. Every scripture you've read, everything you suffered through, everything you and brothers and went through is about to be applied to this situation that we're dealing with right here and right now, y'all. All right, so what you gonna do? Revelation 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 9. It says, and when he had opened the first seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh and for the testimony which they held. All right, there's going to be men that are slain for this testimony. This is no fucking joke. Sisters, these sisters that are out there, y'all are going to be, how can I phrase this? Y'all are going to be more, I don't want to use the word manly, but more in a proper spirit than the men that are in the world. Y'all too are going to have to be stern. Just because you a woman don't mean you get to bow down to the devil or take the mark or take the jab or do what he say because you a woman. Y'all got to deny the shit too. All right? Because even big, strong, muscle-bound niggas in the world is going to bend to the will of the devil. But Can't partake in none of that. All right. Let me see. Roll this window up. I'm here at the gig. I don't want none of these whole ass motherfuckers trying to talk smack. All right. Second Maccabees, I left off at verse 20. It says, as it behooved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for the love of life to be tasted. It says, but they that had the charge of that wicked feast, for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for him to use, and make as if he did eat of the flesh, taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king, that in doing so he might be delivered from death, and for the old friendship with them find favor. So they even cut him a deal. They said, here, look, we don't just want to straight up whack you. You know, we've known you for some time, you know, man, you are all right, dude. Just take this. You know, hell, and if anyone, you know, any of you brothers and sisters, you may have ever been caught up in the law, you may have seen that same sentiment from them. You know, the Esau know that he a piece of shit, but they still got to do their job. You know, I ain't want to have to give you this ticket, but you know, they be on that bullshit. That's how the devil likes to come at you, you know, so don't be feigned by that. Don't let that blind you. Don't let that confuse you. All right. It says, because this is the same shit they were coming to him with, you know, trying to sweet talk him. Look, man, just eat, just make it look like chicken or whatever the hell and eat it. All right. It says, verse 23, but he began to consider discreetly, and as became his age and the excellency of his ancient years and the honor of his gray head, whereunto he was come in his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by Yahweh. Therefore he answered accordingly, and willed them straightwise to send him to the grave. For it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to disassemble, whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being 80 years old and 10, were now gone to a strange religion. All right, so in these verses, it tells you that he sat back and he thought about it. You know, he counted the cost, and he said, fuck that. He said what? In any wise to disassemble. All right, there's no reason to disassemble, y'all. Under no circumstance, even the threat of death, even the threat of losing your family, even the threat of losing your job. We gotta really, hey, it's gonna be the Day of Atonement tonight, so we're in the mindset of suffering, praying and relying on Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai as our all and everything. That mindset has to be reinforced to times that we're coming into. Hell, you can go get you a little bit of some, but it's straight off of faith. Bullets don't always hit targets. Food can get stolen. All right, your little bug out bag can get misplaced. All of our faith has to be in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, not telling you not to get any provisions, but you shouldn't be trusting in anything more than you trust in the Lord. And everyone is really going to be tested if you trust and believe this Bible or not. A lot of these niggas who put on their garments, they go out to the camps, want to make themselves bigger than what they are. All right, putting all types of titles on themselves. All right, getting the money from the congregation, wearing the big super flashy garments. It's going to be shown if they really believe in the Lord or not, or if they've been pump faking all this fucking time. It's really going to be shown where their trust has been. All right. Verse 25, it says, and so they through mine hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer should be deceived by me, and I get a stain to mine old age and make it abominable. For though the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men, yet should I not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead. Right there. All right, so he said, shit, he rationalized in his head that I'm better off dying right now and keeping my integrity with the Most High rather than to live a little longer and enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season, like it tells you. And I'll get that in Hebrews real quick. That just reminded me in Job. Hey, we can't curse the Most High and die. We have to keep our integrity. Hebrews 11. What is that? I believe 20. Yeah, Hebrews 11 and 25. Choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of Yahweh than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. All right, this was dealing with Amos. He left off from living that luxurious lifestyle. He was that's Amos Slakia, Moses. He was comfortable. He said, you know what? My people are out there suffering. I need to get out there in them trenches. All right. I need to cling unto my heritage rather than to continue to live up this life that I'm used to. And we're all going to have to face that at some point. Even us that are in this truth, some of us, we're not the best off. We're used to struggling more than the average person, but we're about to have a major downgrade of quality of life. Have you been thinking about that? Have you been praying on that? Have you been reading about it in the scriptures? Do you know that that's even coming? This is serious business. You need to really, realize the times that we're stepping into. Friends and families going to turn. Co-workers going to turn. This is going to be real deal. All you're going to have is this truth and the brotherhood. All right. And you might be separated on your own somewhere. This is the real deal. Moses thought about it. He stepped back and he went in. This man that we're reading about, Eleazar, he thought about it. All right. He denied the port. We got to follow after the men of the ancient. All right. Luke, where's this at? Actually, let me get that out of Sirach, actually. Sirach 4. Not a super deep lesson. I just really wanted to read these verses and to put y'all in the mindset. Put us in that Eleazar mindset if need be. All right. Sirach 4 and, 2 and 10. Sirach 2 and 10. It says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon his name? And that's nobody. Those who truly have faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the Lord always came through for them. All right. Now, if you don't have that true faith, take, for example, a person like Saul. Saul didn't really follow the Lord with all of his heart, the same way that King David was. That's why King David was forgiven of sins that normally would require you to die. All right. When Saul, the Heavenly Father required him to die, he didn't forgive Saul because Saul didn't follow after fully with his heart. David did, y'all. So the Lord knows, we're not perfect. We're going to slip. but if you're following in all of your heart, the Lord's going to make it happen. Man, I tell y'all, hey, I don't even know how this happened, man. I just woke up to a couple hundred in my bank account. A purchase I had made some time ago. They refunded me the money for no fucking reason. I don't even know why, and I'm, I work, but I was hurting a little bit. And I was like, man, let me check my bank account. Let me see if I got if I got enough to get some food today, give me some gas and shit. And just bam, right there, like what more do you want from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua? Y'all, is you gonna believe in the Lord yet? What more do you need to see to believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua yet? I ain't been around in this truth that long, 6 some years and some change, I believe. But hey, let every man be fully persuaded in their mind. What more do you need? What else? What alternative is there to this truth? Everything that these scriptures have been saying and our elders and apostles have been saying has been happening. What more evidence do you need? All right. I would run out of time if I tried to list through all the miracles that have been done to me so far, that I know, brothers in the camp, the shit that didn't happen to them, even things when I was in the world when I didn't know this truth yet. The Lord, when I look back on situations, the Lord was looking out for me. All right. We have to go into this believing that the Lord is going to protect us no matter the job loss, no matter what we fucking lose, y'all. Because really losing the things of this world is going to be fucking freedom. I can't wait till I'm done working, y'all. I can't wait till I'm not waking up to the sound of a motherfucking alarm clock. I work like a motherfucking dog. Brothers work like dogs. I'm pretty sure you got sisters out there working like dogs. I can't wait to give up the stress of the reality of this punk ass society. And you should be in that same mindset. Losing these things shouldn't be bad. Losing these things should be a fucking weight off your chest. Boy, I can't wait. All right. Tired of these bills. Tired of waiting at red lights. Tired of holding doors open for demons. Leaving this world and this system will be a freedom, and that's how you have to look at it. Psalms 37. And let me get this real quick. Then I wanted to grab. I got to get back to it. Psalms 37 and 25. I have seen. Let me see. Slakia. No, that was 35. Yeah. Psalms 37 and 25. I have been young and now I am old. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. Plain and simple. David said it himself. He said, I was young, now I'm old. The Lord takes cares of his. And David himself is one of our witnesses, y'all. We know, we read what David been through. David knew what he'd been through. And look how the Lord constantly came through for him. All right. Even through his misfires, through his trials. All right. Let's go to Job. I want to get this. Job, was this 2 and 9? It says, Then said his wife unto him, Doest thou still retain thine integrity? Curse Yahweh and die. But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish men speaketh, as one of the foolish women speaketh. Shall we receive good at the hand of Yahweh, and shall we not receive evil? And all this did not Job sin with his lips. All right, grabbing that to show you. We're going to be taking it back to Eleazar, but, Job's wife and his trials and tribulations, she, and she's close to him, so I'm pretty sure she would have had a little bit of influence in his life. She tried to break his faith. In the same way that these men that tried to persuade Eleazar, they tried to break his faith, and the same thing that they're going to do to us. People that's close to you is going to break, y'all. Your motherfucking, your blood brother may break and come to you. Like, man, bro, just take it, bro. Just take it, bro. Dad, let us live. Duh. You gonna let me die? All that fuck shit. All that wussy shit. All right, people that are close to you. Salaki, I'm just doing this thing real quick. Let me get the fuck right up out of here as soon as I'm done with this video too. Get done with this day. But like I was saying, people that are close to you, whether E pays them off or just out of the sheer fear and terror of them dying, they're going to try to influence you to turn to Satan. When we got to be like Job, we can't sin, y'all. We can't curse the Most High and die. What type of fuck shit is that, To have come this far, to have witnessed everything we've witnessed, how silly do you look? And unfortunately, we're going to see it. You're going to be like, damn. There's going to be dudes who, hey, Judas Iscariot, Just going to be like, God damn. But, we pray that we're not of that fold, which is why you got to be working on having that mindset now, being prepared for it now, all right? Praying to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai that he gives you the faith to endure, to deal with whatever you have to face in his name, and their name, and their names, and hope and expect the salvation of Yahushai, whether it be while you're alive or dead. All right? Second Maccabees, bringing it back to chapter 6. All right, so he was telling them off. He's saying, look, I'd rather die. So we'll come to verse 29. It says, They that led him, changing the goodwill they bare him a little before into hatred, because the foresaid speeches proceeded as they thought from a desperate mind. But when he was ready to die with stripes, he groaned and said, It is manifest unto the Lord that hath the holy knowledge, that whereas I might have been delivered from death, I now endure sore pains in my body by being beaten, but in soul am well content to suffer these things because I fear him. Right there. So it tells you in verse 39, immediately their minds changed. They were like, man, fuck this old motherfucker. You know how Esau talk. So they didn't really care. And ultimately, y'all, these people in the world don't really care. So don't break. Don't give in. As unfortunate as it is, your let's say, for instance, your parents, right? They try to make you break. Your father and your mother don't know how to fully love you according to the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So they don't really truly care about you because they're not doing it properly. All right, I'm gonna just say that, and it is what it is. Your siblings, all right, your spouse, if they turn on you, your children, friends, coworkers, whoever the fuck, they don't truly care about you. They're scared for their fucking lives. So why are we gonna bend and break our faith for people who are already weak? We cannot be so. All right, we have to be strong and be right here, like our man's Eleazar, who chose death over just a piece of food being put in his mouth. So if he was willing to die over the food, how much more we got to be willing to die over denying the fucking mark, which is a greater, I'd say, a greater offense. If you weigh the tuna scales, eating some pork or taking the mark, I'd say the mark is a bigger offense. All right. Correct me if I'm wrong. So how much more do we have to say no to these motherfuckers? N-O, the big no is coming. No. All right. And at the point of saying no, these motherfuckers gonna come headhunting for y'all. I mean, for us. All right. There's a video game, Halo. You got a certain type of Spartans called headhunters. They're basically fucking assassins, and they specialize in as headhunting, headshotting you, blowing your dome off. All right. Esau's gonna come headhunting for us in all different types of means, forms, and fashions. But we can't fear that to the point of renouncing our faith. All right. So I think this is the last two verses. It says what but in soul am well content to suffer these things because I fear him. And thus this man died, leaving his death for an example of a noble courage and a memorial of virtue, not only unto young men, but unto all his nation. All right. And that's the type of spirit we got to be in. We have to be in that spirit of Daniel. When it was told not to pray, he still kept praying. All right. The three holy children, when they didn't bow down to the statue, the spirit of Mordecai, when he didn't bow to Haman, whole ass. All right. That's the type of spirit we have to be in, y'all. Saying no to these assholes, even if it costs us our life. Because, man, fuck this world. We're not missing out on anything, all right? The food you're eating is polluted. The entertainment is trash and not good for you. And subconsciously fucking white supremacy brainwashing. So we're not missing out on anything here. And I just wanted to get that out there, y'all. Really, ponder and think upon and pray upon having that mindset. This is time period that we're stepping into. This is actual factual, all right? This is deadly serious. We're gonna have to say no. And at the point of saying no, our lives will be in jeopardy. But that's okay and it's fine. Keep that faith and the Lord will save. All right. So I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. All right, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all their like Akim, Wakwathing, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. I'm gonna say Shalom.